In this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to hack in Minecraft, including how to choose a client, how to install them, and all the essential hacks to use. And then finally, I'll show you just how powerful this can be. So say goodbye to vanilla life and let's get right into it. Before we start, only hack on servers that allow it, like 2b2t. Do not hack on vanilla servers and ruin other people's fun. Be respectful and let's all have a good time. A hacked client or utility mod gives you several hack menus that can assist gameplay in various ways. Some give you an advantage over your environment, some over other players, and some give you very useful cosmetic enhancements. What a hack client will not do is make you OP where you can spawn in barrier blocks or steal someone's Minecraft account with the click of a button. In fact, most servers, including 2b2t, have anti-cheats running that make a lot of hacks unusable. Using a hack client can be perfectly safe if you take some simple precautions and use some common sense. Firstly, be very careful of new or unknown clients, even if they have features you really want. There are several examples over the years of players rushing to install a client to gain some small advantage, only to fall victim of malware. Secondly, always do your own research. Look at clients that have been around for a while and have had extensive use, ideally with a strong and trusting community around them. And finally, only download clients from their official sources. Never download them from third-party sites or accept files from unknown people. If the reason you're doing this is to get a free version of a paid client, please don't take the risk. Either pay to download the client officially or find yourself a decent free client. The free client I recommend is Meteor Client. It's had around 7 million downloads and is completely open source. Plus it has an active modding community which has brought us many excellent features. If you're just a casual player or want a decent free option, Meteor will be more than good enough. The paid client I recommend is RussiaHack. It's $20 as a one-off fee and is highly customizable. It's also developed specifically for Anarchy servers, so will often be updated with new and unique features for these servers over more generic hack clients. You can use code rickmcbusiness when purchasing to save some money. Just another quick warning, before you download a client, remember you do so at your own risk, even if it has come recommended to you. If you're ever concerned, don't bother. It is just a block game after all. This video is sponsored by griefapparel.com. Shop now and let's make Anarchy great again. To install a hack client, first check what version of Minecraft your favorite server is running. You then need to download a mod loader, which gives you the option to use multiple clients at once and other mods in one Minecraft instance. Fabric is the most popular choice for modern versions of Minecraft and is almost universally supported. Download the installer, select the Minecraft version you need, hit install and follow the instructions. It will install a new instance of the game. Run this once before moving on. Once you've done that, you'll then need to get the correct version of your chosen client. And remember, do it from one of its official sources. Meteor has different downloads for each Minecraft version, so make sure you get the right one. To install, simply drag the jar file into your Minecraft mods folder and you're done. Meteor generally only makes its newest versions available, but don't worry, as some servers like 2b2t allow you to join with newer versions of the game. RussiaHack has its own installer, so all you need to do is download that from the official site and then select the version of the game you want to play, hit install, and it will take care of the rest. Once you've installed the clients you want, run your new Fabric instance again, and if the game loads up without error, everything should be fine. Most clients have thriving Discord communities linked on their sites, so if you have any specific technical questions or errors during installation, I'd always recommend asking there. Quality of life hacks will improve your in-game experience by helping you save time and play more efficiently, and there are a few I always use. X-Ray makes all blocks transparent except for the ones you want shown. It is obviously extremely useful for finding ores quickly and also works in the nether. Auto Armor automatically equips armor in your inventory based on your desired preferences. Kill Aura will automatically equip the best weapon in your hotbar and attack any entity you select. It's extremely accurate and is very useful for when you need to kill a lot of mobs quickly and can be life-saving if your armor is weak. Auto Totem automatically equips a totem in your offhand as long as you have one in your inventory. Auto Eat will automatically make your character eat based on a combination of health and hunger thresholds. You can even choose what food it uses. Auto Replenish replaces items in your main hand, offhand, or hotbar. This is super useful when carrying many stacks of the same item, so you don't need to waste hotbar space or keep dragging them in. Auto Tool automatically switches to the right tool if you have it on your hotbar when you left click a block. Very useful for speeding up manual mining. No Render can turn off any on-screen element, such as weather, particles, armor, pretty much anything. It can also turn off boss bars, which is super helpful on a server like 2b2t where withers are everywhere. Full Bright keeps the game at full brightness at any time of the day. Hand View allows you to fully customize how your hands look in the game, with the practical use being a better FOV. On RussiaHack, it's called View Model and gives you the unique ability to make the items rainbow for that sick hacker look. Sound Blocker lets you turn off specific sounds in game. I use it for rocket launching sounds, as I spend most most of my time flying around, and the pew 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 can get really annoying. Better Tab allows you to see all the players on a busy server when pressing the tab button. AutoSign automatically writes predefined text on any sign you place down. Name tag shows additional information under a player's name, such as the level of armor they have or what items they are holding, useful for knowing who to be wary of. Tracers will draw a line to any entity you select. I only do this for players and will keep it on at all times, as on Anarchy servers, you always want to know when someone is nearby. Here are the HUD features I always have on. Armor shows your armor durability, rotation the direction you're facing, feature list what features you have active, position your coordinates on the map, and entity list, a feature specific to Russia Hack that lists who or what is around you. Here are the hacks I use to find bases and stashes, and stick to the end as I'll show you me using them on 2b2t. ESP can highlight anything considered an entity. This can be mobs, players, vehicles such as boats, even people's beds. Two things that fall under the entity category that's really helpful for hunting are dropped items to find potential loot on the ground, and item frames, as some players don't realize these can be seen, or they might contain some really cool map art. Storage ESP highlights absolutely any block that can be used for storage, from chests to hoppers, even furnaces. It's worth having everything added, as again, some players don't know that everything can be seen. You can also add storage-specific tracers here too. Tunnel ESP highlights man-made tunnels, which are always interesting to follow as they can be mines leading back to bases. Block ESP can highlight any block you set it to, such as banners and signs, which are always cool things to read at bases, and it can also highlight nether and end portals. Name tags can also be used to show the names of dropped items, which is extremely useful for quickly spotting dropped loot. Item highlight highlights items in GUIs, which I use to spot shulkers, banners, and books when quickly opening chests while space hunting. Free cam will separate you from your body and allow you to fly around your loaded chunk quickly, even going through blocks. It's one of the most time-saving hacks there is, as it will show you if something underground is worth investigating or not. Remember, we've had almost 1 million people on 2b2t. If you followed every interesting looking tunnel underground, especially near spawn, you'd never do anything else. An essential method for base hunting is following chunk trails, and there are some simple and more advanced hacks for doing this. Russia Hack has a basic new chunks hack as standard, which will simply show you if a chunk is new or not. It doesn't take game version into consideration, but if all you want are loaded chunk trails to follow, it's an acceptable option. If you're using Meteor Client, you can also install an add-on called Trouser Streak, made by Itiano, and this has a much more accurate hack called Newer New Chunks. This is highly customizable to show not only if a chunk has been loaded or not, but if it was done pre or post the 2023 update, allowing you to tell if you're following new or older chunk trails. A non-hack client option I prefer to use is Zeros Minimap, and an unofficial overlay add-on by rFresh called Zeros Plus. It shows the same information as Trouser Streak, but it's less intrusive on screen. It also has the benefit of tracking where you've been before. Okay, so now I want to show you exactly how I use these hacks to find bases. We're here on 2b2t. I've been flying through some chunk trails, and I found something. Before I show you what I found, I want to show you what normal terrain looks like with hacks on, so you can see the difference. So you can see we've got a skeleton down there. You can see some of the neutral mobs highlighted over there, and you can see these orange squares underground. These are chests. However, they are dungeon chests because you can see the mob spawner next to them. And when you fly around for a long time like I do, you just get used to seeing these. You know they're naturally generated, and you know that they're not worth checking. However, coming over here and underground, we can see a few different things. So firstly, I can see some tunnels, and these are obviously man-made. I can see the tracers, and I have these set to item frames, so I know there are item frames down there. We can see the red squares, and these are barrels, and we can see a bed. So we know all of these things are unnatural, and that means there is a player-made structure of some sort down there. Now, it is really low down, so before I make the choice to go all the way down there, I'm going to use free cam just to make sure it's worth it. Wow, this guy really hit it low down. Okay, there's some map art, there's a few things down there. Let's go down and take a look. I know it's not very good to show someone's base on a video because it could get found and griefed. If you can prove to me that this is your base, don't worry, I'll gear you up. Okay, and here we are. This is just your typical little new friend hut on 2b2t. Also, I've just realized that we are actually at bedrock level, and they're using barrels. So I think they think that if they use barrels and they're this far down, we can't see them. But as we've seen a second ago, we can. Okay, now I know this is a new player because he's using the old hidden chest in the wall trick because he thinks we can't see it. This is adorable. I'm assuming there's going to be like unenchanted diamond armor in here. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the iron, there's the gold, there's the diamonds. So you're probably thinking thinking, how do I hide a base if you can see this stuff? The only real way is to go very, very far out and very, very far from the highway and just don't leave any trail to where your base could be. And then you're probably thinking, well, what's the point in building here if someone can just find it and grief it? And for some people, that is the challenge. Can you get that done before it gets griefed? It adds just another level of danger that you don't get in vanilla Minecraft. I know it's not for everyone, but if you think you're up for the challenge, we're waiting for you. One of the biggest advantages of hack clients are hacks that make travel easier, usually saving on resources or increasing speed. On a server like 2p2t that has bases stretching from spawn to the world border, you're going to be cut off from a lot of the content without the ability to travel faster. Speed hacks often come and go due to client developers and server owners constantly battling over new anti-cheat bypasses. In the last 12 months alone, 2p2t has seen a 390 km/h packet fly, an insanely fast boat fly that was basically creative fly, and even, if you can believe it, a crazy fast camel fly. My Discord will always be updated with the current fastest and safest travel methods and configs. Link is in the description. The current fastest travel method in the Nether is Elytra bounce, which is available on both Meteor and Russia Hack, capable of speeds of up to 130 km/h. It only works on flat surfaces, so is perfect for Nether highways. It doesn't require rockets, but does require Elytra and does use durability, so make sure you're stocked up. There are currently no fast travel methods in the overworld, although Meteor does have a rocket-free travel option called Pitch 40. It's technically AFKable, however it's slow, very buggy, and puts you out of render distance of the surface. I prefer to fly the old school way with rockets, which are easy to get, especially if you know the right people. I've probably covered only a quarter or less of the features available on most clients. If you're wondering why I haven't mentioned other hacks you might have seen, such as Flight or Nuker or anything else, it's because they're not supported on most Anarchy servers. Now you've watched my video, all that's left is to start experimenting and figuring out what works for you. If you want any more advice, join my Discord or ask me in one of my regular streams, where you can also watch an experienced hacker in action. And remember, just one more time, use good judgment when downloading clients and only hack where you're allowed. Thank you so much for watching. This video took a long time to make, so if it was helpful, please say thanks by liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment. As always, shout out to all my Discord crew, my YouTube members, and Twitch subs. But that's it for now, so until next time, you legends, take it easy.